Okay.
Okay, so there we go. So now afterwards, it does take a while. When's your test tomorrow?
5th period, and it's a Wednesday, so it's like later.
Okay, because it takes a while to process by uploading. So it'll be like about an hour after we're done is when it'll be ready.
Oh.
Okay, is that cool? All right. All right, so I'm actually going to go back here, and while it does say solve, write each equation in this form, we're just going to solve them, okay? And you say you're okay with the quadratic formula or no?
Quadratic formula is I think I should go over it a couple times, but
Sure.
I think it's pretty simple.
Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this as x squared plus 2x minus 2 equals 0. And do you know what the quadratic formula is?
Is it b to the power of 2 or negative b? Do you know what it is?
Negative b.
Negative b plus minus the square root of b to the power of 2 minus or plus, I'm not sure.
Minus.
4 AC.
Right? All over.
And then divided by just a single, I think it's a.
2a.
2a, okay.
Okay, so is he going to give that to you, or do you have to know it?
I have to know that, yeah.
Okay, so you got to do that. Right? Okay, so looking at this, first of all, the equation has to be equal to 0. Like up here for a, it started not equal to 0. So I moved the 2 over. Can you see it okay? You can see everything? Okay, all right. So make sure that everything's on one side and it's equal to 0. Second, are you able to tell me what a, b, and c are equal to right now in this quadratic?
A is equal to 1. B is equal to 2. And then c is equal to negative 2.
Sweet. So why don't you, it sounds like you can do it on your own, and I'll work silently, and then we'll check it out together at the end. Want to do that?
Are we doing the quadratic formula right now for
this?
Yeah.
The quadratic formula, right?
Yeah, let me try.
Okay. What? It's too complicated. That was good, Andy. That was good. Let me know when you finish.
Okay. All right. Yep, I got the same thing, but I split it into 2 equations with one being minus and one being plus.
Okay, I believe he'll accept plus or minus.
Okay.
Okay, that's standard. Now, I imagine that I'm going to ask you to simplify it as much as possible. That's my guess. Okay. And 12 isn't a perfect square, so we can't do anything about that, right? Like if it was square root of 25, then we darn well better add 5 and subtract 5, right? And simplify. Does that make sense? Like if it was 5?
Yeah.
Or the square root of 25 would be 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, What we do need to be careful of is if I have something that's not a perfect square, do you know how to simplify radicals, or do you remember?
I'm it's not really clear. Not
Okay.
really. I think I should go over that too.
Okay. So the idea is to think of factors of 12 that are perfect squares, right? Okay. So if you're not sure, like if you can't do that in your head or you're nervous about it, just start writing out the factors starting with 1, right? So 1 times 12, 1's a perfect square. That doesn't help ever, but I like to write it just as a starting point, and then just go up using your integers. 2 times 6, right? Neither of those is a perfect square. 3 times 4, 4 is a perfect square, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that means I can rewrite the square root of 12 as the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason I chose those is 4 is a perfect square, right? So I can replace the square root of 4 with 2, because the square root of 4 is 2 multiplied by the square root of 3. Because 3 is not a perfect square. It's got to stay in jail there. You okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. You have to tell me if you're not. This isn't, ooh, I don't want him to think that I'm dumb or something.
No,
I never think that. Like, and the other thing is, this isn't a typical student teacher thing. You are my boss, right? You have to tell me if you don't understand something, right? Or you have to say, slow down, or you're going too fast, or whatever. Okay, so now, sir, this becomes -2 plus or minus root 4 times root 3 over 2, or -2 plus or minus 2 root 3 over 2. You okay?
Yep.
Now he's going to want you to simplify it further, Jack, even further, because 2, 2, 2.
Yeah, you can it's they're all divisible by 2.
So how could I simplify that? And I forgot to put the minus here because I'm a loser. Do you know how it would end up?
I think it'd be would it start off as -1 plus minus just the square root of 3. Is that it?
That is it.
All right.
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna think that he might take off points if you don't go to here, especially if the directions say in simplest form, right? Well, this is a correct answer. You know how us math people are about simplest form.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's do one more here, I think. Or how do you feel?
I think I should do that, but I got one more. Make sure.
Okay. All right. So let's do. Ooh, that's a little too nasty. I think we're going to do F.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you moved the 13 over.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I didn't want you to go do all that work.
Okay.
How'd we do? How'd we do?
I got the same thing.
Sweet. That's good. That's good work. Now we sort of lucked out that it was 12 again. Right? Right? Okay. How we feeling? You want to do another one like this?
Sure. I'll do one more. Let me move on.
Okay. All right. That's dumb. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, we're gonna do I.
Okay. Okay.
You okay?
No, I didn't get that.
Okay. Well, it's possible I messed up. Is it the -7, like the -7? Oh, you know what? This should, I don't know why I put 49 there. Did you have 7 there?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I told you. Okay, all good?
No. I got the square root of 69. 49. I think I added on to 49 rather than
Well,
subtracting.
again, I went through it too fast and you did it right, Jack. So I think maybe you should be tutoring me. So because a negative times a negative is a positive, so you're totally right. That's plus or minus the square root of 69. Okay. So
yeah,
we do have to be careful because we seems like it might be a prime, but it is divisible by 3. Do you know how to quickly tell if a number is divisible by 3?
because 3 and 6 are both divisible by 3.
I'm sorry?
Is it because 3 and 6 are both divisible by 3?
No, it's if you add up the digits, 6 plus 9 is 15, right? If you add them up and that number is divisible by 3, then the actual number is divisible by 3. No matter how big the number is, that works. Okay. So we better just check it out. 69 divided by 3 is 23.
I think
Right.
I went to do that and I actually messed up because I found it was divisible by 3, and I got the factors 3 and 23.
Yeah.
But
Either of them are perfect
I didn't get
squares.
further than that.
No, that's it, because you're just checking. Is 3 a perfect square? No. Is 23 a perfect square? No. Can I factor 23 anymore? No. So we're done. That's simplest form.
69 is simple for you?
Can't simplify it any further.
That's what I thought.
Okay, good. So let's say it came down to this. X equals negative, I don't know, 12 plus or minus the square root of 72 all over 3. Let's just say it came out to that. Okay. And I'm going to ask you to simplify it because it is simplifiable.
All right. So
in other words, the radical simplifiable.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think about the factors.
Got it.
6 and 12, no.
Start with 1 and work your way out.
Okay. 7, 2, 2, and 36. Oh, 36 can be.
Booyah. I was thinking you might skip it, but you didn't. Good for you.
So it's going to be 6 times square root of 2. And then they're all divisible by 3. So it's going to be 4 plus minus square root of 2. Yep, I just got that.
Cool. So let me just show you one more thing. Let's just say you missed the 36. So then you'd be like 3, 18, 16, what is it? 3, 24. Sorry. 3 times 24, right? And you'd also get 4 times, let's see, 15, 16, 18. Okay. 5, nope, 6, 6 and 12. 7, and then 8 and 9, right? Well, that would work too, wouldn't it? Because 9's a perfect square, right?
Also in the previous one, and what about number
4 and 18?
4 and 18, yeah.
Yeah, that would have worked, right? But then you would still have to keep, you would have the 18 left under the square root, right? If you did this one. Okay, well then you'd still have to break down 18, 9 times 2.
Wouldn't so if I wrote it as 4 square root of 4 times the square root of 18, and I simplified the 4 into a 2 times 18, would that be a valid answer to an 18? Or
so you would have this, right?
Yeah.
Now you got to keep going. So then you'd have to say, okay, 18, 18. Oh, negative 12 plus or minus 2 square root of 9 square root of 2, right? So that would be negative 12 plus or minus 2 times 3 square root of 2 over 3. And then you finally have the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And then that's equal to that guy, right? So the point I'm trying to make is you always want to try and find the greatest square root, if at all possible. And so you on the other side of the coin, in case you didn't, you need to check and make sure that you don't have more factors that are perfect squares.
Okay.
To keep on going. All good? Okay, you want to move on to some factoring ones?
Sure.
Okay, I think B is a good one. 4B. Do you want to work on it separately, or do you want me to take you through it?
The thing is, I think I probably know it, but I just forgot which what it is, like the process, like the beginning.
So it's reverse foiling is really what it is. Okay. So if the trinomial is factorable, it'll be the product of two binomials. Okay. So binomials meaning two terms in each parentheses. So if this is x, then this has to be x and this has to be x, right?
Yeah.
Because x times x first gives you the x squared, right? Now, to get the last term, they have to multiply to be negative 66, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we have to find factors of 66. So for FOIL, F-O-I-L, the first gives me the x squared, right? The last is the negative 66, yes? Or we'll just say 66 for now. Micah, what's up? How you doing? I got a Laker right here. Yeah. I'm not sure. Do you do any weightlifting, Jack?
No.
No. Well, I'll send him your way. Coach Kurtz is recruiting. He just walked by me. Okay. All right. So now all that's left is this middle term. Well, the middle term is found by adding the outside and the inside and combining them to get one term. Okay, so you don't have to remember all of this. I'm just sort of showing you the why. I need factors of 66 that combine to give me a positive 5.
Yeah, I remember this now.
So what do you think? Off he goes.
So
now they actually have to be negative 66. So, one's going to be positive and one's going to be negative, right? All right.
All right, I found it. It's 6 and 11 with 6 being negative.
There you go. Now, a quick way that was taught to me, okay, I need factors of 6. The signs are different because that's negative. And if the signs are different, the greatest factor is going to be positive. Signs different. Greatest is positive. Factor is positive. That's what those signs can tell you. Okay. So what if we did well, let's try A or 5A. Yeah, let's try 5A.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't solve the last one. X equals negative 11, X equals 6, right? Like if we were solving this, we just factored it. We didn't solve it. Do you know how to solve this? You set each one equal to 0.
Oh, you set each one equals 0. Okay.
Right. And the reason we do that is we have two numbers, right? And they're being multiplied. All we need is for either one of them to be equal to 0 for this to be true. Yes. Okay, that's called the zero product principle. Sorry about that we forgot to do that. All good?
Yep.
All right, let's go. All right, how'd we do?
Yep, I had the same thing.
Did you factor out a 2?
Yeah.
You got that right, Jackson. I'm not calling you Jackson. That's just a standard term I use that's people find annoying. So I keep doing it. Okay, so now let's try 5C, sir. Actually, I'm going to put this on a new page. Okay, now we don't necessarily have to solve by factoring. You can always solve by using the quadratic formula, can't you? Always. But it's just that factoring is a little quicker.
All right, I was starting doing it wrong. I started factoring instead of using the quadratic formula.
Well, guess what? It is factorable. I don't know if you factored with coefficients that are greater than 1. Have you done that yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused on. That's why I was unsure.
Okay. Do you know? Did you get that?
No. I was going. Yeah, I haven't started the quadratic formula. I was doing the factoring.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead and finish the quadratic. It's good for you. It's like eating Brussels sprouts. We don't want to do it.
Okay, the problem. Okay. Let's. Okay. Okay. I haven't finished yet. Okay. I made a mistake I got the 3/2 correct, but on the subtraction, I got that one wrong. I think I just added it wrong. Let me double check.
Did you not get -12?
Yeah, I got -12. I guess I just simplified it wrong. Yeah, that's what I did. I forgot to simplify the bottom of the fraction. I got -3/4. So I just forgot.
Okay. So my professional advice, Jack, for that is don't do that. Don't do that. Just be careful, Okay, so this is factorable, by the way. Okay, so this is one where, since this is 2x, we would have 2x and x here. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Have you done ones like that before?
No, but I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Okay, well, just in case. So factors, my choices for 9 are 1 and 9, 3 and 3. I know the signs are going to be different. Okay, but since there's a 2 here, the other thing doesn't quite shake out. 1 and 9. So it's kind of like an experiment, because to get your middle term, I'm gonna have to multiply one of them by 2, right? So if I put like a 9 here and a 1 here, 18 and 1, I can't make it to 3, can I? Okay. Or if I put the 9 here and the 1 here, 2 times 1 is 2, 9 times x is 9, 9, and yeah, I can't get to 3, right? Okay, by combining them. So I know I'm going to have to work with 3 and 3. It's nice that they're the same. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 3 is 3. So that works out. (6x) minus 3x is 3x. Do you follow that?
No, I'm a bit confused on how we were able to get the -3 and the +3 from that.
Oh, which one to be positive and which one's negative?
No, I'm just confused on how we just like how you got like the 2 3s. I'm not sure.
Well, the 2 3s they're factors of 9. Yes.
Yeah.
3 times 3 is 9. Okay. So now I'm worried about the middle term. So the middle term is found by the product of the outside terms combined with the product of the inside terms. 2x.
Does this always happen with the when there's a coefficient, when there's like a coefficient bigger than 1?
Yep.
Okay.
If it's factorable.
Okay.
If it's factorable. So 2x times 3 is the 6x, right? And then -3 times x is -3x. And 6x minus 3x is a positive 3x. Now, the good news is you can always use the quadratic formula. And it seems to me like he hasn't gotten to this part yet. So I don't think it's going to be on the quiz. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's do this, and you solve any way these last three. You use whatever method you want. C is a tough one. Holy smokes.
So should I do all of them or just one?
Well, let's go one at a time.
Okay. Okay. I got it. Yep, I got the same thing.
Okay, cool. All right, try the next one, B. Troubles?
I'm trying to think of something. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So probably the biggest thing is making the coefficient of the squared term positive.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing you want to do. It just makes it so much easier. So I'm going to move everything to the right side of the equation. like this. Does that make sense?
Yep, I did that. I rewrote it.
Oh, okay, you did do that. Okay.
But the 200 was negative. I didn't take out the negative, but I rewrote it as negative 4x at plus 60x
Minus 200. So I recommend making it positive 4. Okay. And then I would factor out a 4. It just makes it easier for the factoring part.
Okay. I think I got 2 answers. I'm not sure yet.
So 5 and 10.
Yep, I got 10, but not 5. I didn't factor out the 4.
Well, I mean, even if you didn't, you still would have, you would still get these answers. It would just, the numbers would be a lot bigger and a lot harder to deal with. Did you factor or use the quadratic formula?
I factored.
Okay. Is your factoring the same as mine? Like right here?
No, it was different. But technically, it's the same because it's just the same thing if it was multiplied by 4.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So do you see, I mean, are you okay now? Do you see what we're talking about here?
Yeah, but the issue is one of my biggest issues when I'm taking like tests and work is I have trouble like identifying like when I need to do certain things. It's not that I don't understand like how to do it. It's just like knowing when to do it. And so like this, I didn't know I was supposed to factor out something in the beginning. And
Okay.
so sometimes I'm not supposed to, sometimes I don't. And so that's one of my biggest issues.
So the first rule of factoring always is there something that I can factor out that they all have in common. That's the first thing you always do. Always, 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 always. Because it makes everything else simpler.
Okay.
So did you have what? You had negative 4x squared plus 60x minus 200 and you worked with that?
Yes.
Is that what you did? Okay, so we got 2 things here. One, make squared term positive. Right? Move it to the other side. 2, factor out any common factors. And then I think if you do those 2 things, Jack, it seems to me like you're going to be okay. Because you know all the other stuff. And number 3 is you can always use the quadratic formula if you have to, if you get stuck trying to factor. Does that help?
Yep. The only thing I like no, never mind. I know the answer.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So C looks horrible. So let's take a quick look at that before our time is up. 6C, right? So we're going to move the 17x over. Is that fair? So are there any things in common? The answer is no. So I think just because of the numbers, I think I'd go ahead and use the quadratic formula, even though the numbers are kind of big. So let's do that. Careful with your signs, okay? And you might have to do a little scrap work off to the side with the big numbers, right?
Okay. Yeah, I got something different.
Okay. So
I think I see what happened. It was in the square root. Cause I got 8 and I got 17, and in the square root I ended up with 7 because
oh my God. I did 4. This is 349 actually. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I got 49 there.
So 289.
289
Negative 17 squared is 289, right?
I did 8 times c, which is negative 15, and then times 4 is negative 240.
No, 4.
I mean, positive 240.
Oh, 4 times 4. Oh my God, I just did the one. Thank you, Jack. 4 times 4. My bad. Okay, so you're probably right. So 16 times 15. You got 240. Thank you, sir. So that's 489. And you got to there, is that right?
No, I'm pretty sure the 289 was negative.
No.
I forgot to take out. I forgot to take away the negative.
Yeah, because a negative squared is a positive.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Okay, and then I could. So, can I simplify the?
No, then they're not going to have a number that big. That's going to have factors, right? That are perfect squares. So the only factors of it are 1, 3, 163, and 489. I Googled it just to be sure. So good practice though for the
Is there
quadratic.
anything you think I should review outside of this before for the test?
I would think about like just doing some more factoring and more quadratic practice.
Okay.
Like I would say, let me see if I can find you some stuff here. Here, let me see. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to send you a link. And I'm going to need your email address.
You may send my email in the chat.
Yeah, that'd probably be better than.
Okay.
All right. Underscore. They're doing underscores now?
Yeah, it used to be the 2025. It was annoying
Yeah.
because a lot of the accounts got like locked out when they switched to emails.
Okay, so I'm sending you links to a worksheet I think will be helpful, sir. And if you open it, if you scroll down, it's actually 2 worksheets, okay? If you scroll down, it has all the answers. Not the work solution, but it does have all the answers.
Send in, let me go check my email box.
Yeah, I haven't sent it yet.
Okay.
It'll be from Math Trek Tutoring. Okay, I just sent it.
To make sure I sent you the right email.
Might take a second.
Oh, I got an email. Yep, I got it.
Cool.
Okay, so is the bottom or
both of them?
One.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah. Is one of them the answer key and one, or are they separate?
They're separate.
Okay.
So the first 2 pages have the questions, and the last 2 pages have the questions again, but with the answers in red. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, Jack. Good to work with you. Good luck tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.